If you said anything important to me in the last 30 seconds, I didn't hear it.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a bad podcast. I hope that you are ready to have a great day with us today. It's
Wait,
going
you
to be
actually live?
short, sweet, maybe long and beautiful. Who knows? What did you say?
Yeah, so actually live. Okay, hi.
Yes, we are live. We are on
Friday.
air. As you can see, I've changed up what the setup looks like a little bit. David doesn't know what it looks like yet, but you guys know, and I think it looks half decent, but I might still workshop it. But anyway, David, how are you today? Huh? How are you, Davian? How are you? How is you? How are you feeling? You know?
I'm good. How are you?
Are you sure you're good, bro? Are you sure you're good?
I'm pretty sure I'm good.
Are you feeling very vibey today?
No.
Why not? Why not? Talk
I'm
to
just
us,
good.
bro. Talk to us.
There's nothing. I'm just good. I'm not vibey.
Just good. Why are you not better than good?
Why are you asking me so many questions?
Just trying to talk to my co-host. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to see what's going
How
on.
are you vibey? That's the question.
Bro, I'm fucking fantastic. I am beautiful, actually.
Ask him if he's vibey. He says he's fantastic. That's the listening skills you get here.
Exactly. Listen, man, why expect anything different? You know, I feel like you and I and you, we're built the same but different. You know what I'm saying? Davian confirmed earlier, like I'm a prime Zinedine Zidane. And when we went to lunch earlier, it was very cute, wholesome, and all that. And in that moment, he said that to me. And I listen, man, I try not to blush or whatever. But you know, it's tough. It's tough. It's tough.
Lucas Zidane. Enzo Zidane.
Anyway,
Zinedine
we're gonna
Zidane from
move. We're gonna
Senegal.
move on. As Ballon d'Or TD11.
DJ Zidane.
I think short sports today. We'll start with the biggest news from the weekend. That
Johnny
Francis
Evans is the best
Ngannou.
centre-back. Oh, okay.
Oh, I thought we were gonna say that. Yeah, Francis Ngannou just beat Tyson Fury.
No, he did not.
Any
Lost Tyson Fury.
he won. Any what were your thoughts on the fight anyway?
Tyson Fury looks like a bag of shit. And
Do
Ngannou
you
looked
think
better
there's
than
any like
expected.
coming back for Fury in like any kind of sense or no?
Yeah, everyone has short memories. But the problem is that Tyson Fury doesn't like to actually fight people, so he's going to use this to get out the Usyk fight, and then we're not going to get the Usyk fight for a while, and then it's going to drag out. We're not going to get Tyson Fury versus AJ. We're not going to get Tyson Fury versus Usyk, and then he'll probably fake retire again, and we'll I don't know move on. It's he looked shit, but like. The fact that Tyson Fury came out of that fight and he was the one with the marked face was a bit mad.
Honestly, bro, it looks like everyone's seen the images. It legit looked like Ngannou, nothing happened, and Fury looked like he had the shit being out of him, which tells the
Ngannou's doing a
tale of
victory
the
tour.
fight to a degree. So,
Well, you can tell because Ngannou's doing a victory tour. Like he's
Bro.
even tweeting people who were like, "Oh, he's tweeting like he won."
as he should, as he should. If 70% of the world thinks that you won,
90.
then if 90% of the globe thinks that you won the fight,
Plus Tyson
then
Fury
you won the
throwing
fight.
the elbow.
Then you won. And oh yeah, true. That should have been a point deducted there too. And
Well, it could have been a DQ if it was. If that was a normal human being that had been knocked out.
bro, it's just like I watched the Impulsive podcast from literally yesterday, which was posted with Logan and JJ. And then Logan asked JJ, like, do you feel like obviously you've been humbled by obviously losing to Tommy Fury? And he legit said no, because of the way I lost, it makes no sense. It's the same thing. Imagine like someone asking Ngannou the same thing. Oh, do you feel humbled by the fact no, I won the fight. Just because boxing judges are like, we can't let you win, doesn't mean that don't mean shit, bro. And plus, if boxing judges, they are who they are, you know, they just are who they are.
Famously corrupt, famously known for making bad decisions, famously known for being really like just, you know,
The worst of the worst.
Yeah, we don't really understand the boxing scale. They just decide what they want.
And honestly, like, again, like, if they could give obviously justification for why the fucking guy who judged it fucking 96, 93, make it make sense. He probably can't. He's probably looking at the money he made on the side. So it is what it is, man. Or he did it for the integrity of boxing,
Well,
rather. Whatever.
I think it is just a case that like some people do some boxing judges are pretty much like 70 years old.
Yep.
They are looking at like you know their traditional way, and they just look at a
Yeah.
boxer and they've already got the bias in their mind that the boxer is boxing better than anyone who's a bit unorthodox. So you see it with the Tommy Fury fight, you see it with the Tyson Fury fight. They're like, oh well, he's boxing better, but in reality, he's just not throwing punches, barely jabbing, and then everyone is watching the fights like he's doing nothing. But yeah, I think it's gonna kill the boxing scene when people stop watching the fights because
Legit.
you don't get rewarded for actually like fighting.
Exactly. Like if you get rewarded for, don't get me wrong, being defensive, like, is good because obviously like Mayweather is a defensive, obviously like counterpuncher, for example, but he does it to an extent where it makes sense. And when he counterpunches, he lands. In
The
this
thing
fucking
about
fight, bro,
Yeah, the thing about
none of
Mayweather
that
is
happened.
the thing about Mayweather is he's a counterpuncher, but also he doesn't get hit. So
Exactly.
you can give him points for like not get. You can give him points for making the opposition miss a lot. Whereas
Fury.
with Fury, you can't because he's not. He was getting hit, like he got knocked down. He was getting tagged. He was taking the most of the damage. So then, what's the point? Like, what are you giving him points for other than just?
Would you say like obviously at heavyweight it's more difficult to obviously maneuver like in compared to obviously like lighter classes,
I
so
would
to speak?
say at heavyweight, the argument I would make is that at heavyweight, jabs should matter less.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
I think, considering the rate of the people, you would assume that power punches there should count for more.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas at a lighter weight, when you can throw 40, 50 punches around and move around the ring, catch someone with a jab is more skillful. Whereas with a heavyweight, I feel like if you're just jabbing at a man who's just stood in front of you. You're not, unless you're doing damage with it, then I don't think it should count
Then you
as
ain't doing shit.
effective attacking. It's not. Like
It's
Ngannou didn't
just
look at any point like he was ever gonna get knocked down in that fight.
literally.
And to me, that means you've won the fight. Like if you
I
knock a man
mean,
down and he can't even knock you down or get near that. The best he had was an elbow that the man literally ate and carried on with. Yeah,
eight,
no.
bro. It's like what Wade said, bro. He went from fighting people with 3 4 ounce gloves, and anything was allowed for people thinking that Tyson Fury was gonna knock him out. Like
Well,
I don't know.
the problem
Have they
is that
seen
you
him
look at
fight, bro? Like
no,
hello.
the problem is that with Ngannou and like other so like you look at Anderson Silva,
Mm,
Askren, Tyron Woodley, you're looking at people who are so like past their prime.
yeah,
Like you're looking at people who can't like Anderson Silva, like as great as he is, he's so far past his prime that he can't do to Jake Paul because he's not going to go out there and throw at high volume. He's just going to protect and do all the technical stuff. And Ngannou is firstly he's practically superhuman, and then secondly he's in his prime, like he's in his prime ages, which means he's got the reflexes, he's got the durability. He hasn't been knocked out. He hasn't been knocked out. He hasn't been knocked down much. He's not taking a lot of damage. There's no cumulative
hmm
thing there. He's still peaking upwards, which means that when he goes out there, for him, it's probably quite like easier than like in an MMA fight where you're looking at like takedowns and leg kicks and clinches and elbows and knees. Whereas all he has to do is look at your left hand and your right hand, and that's it.
exactly.
So the thing is, if he can close range, I mean, you can't get power punches off, and he's more effective.
hmm
Then for him, it's like taking away 20 weapons, and he only has to fight with two. He's
That's very
pretty
true.
competent, and also he's pretty good with his left and right hand. So it meant he could just
Question
push
for
forward
you.
and try and kill him.
You know, reverse the roles, like just for the
Yes,
elbow. So Francis elbow Tyson. Does that get called out immediately on the spot or no?
yes, because Tyson Fury wouldn't have woken up. Tyson, if Ngannou elbows Tyson Fury, not
Fuck's
only it
sake.
gets called out immediately,
Yeah.
it also Tyson Fury is probably asleep. And even if he wasn't asleep, he probably would have faked being asleep.
Oh
He'd
yeah,
have
no,
been
no,
like,
he would
yeah,
have
fuck
gone
this.
down
Yeah, he'd been like,
immediately.
fuck this shit, I'll take the DQ. And yeah, it would have been, they'd have been like arguing that it's obviously,
Yeah,
not
obviously
a
Ngannou got
boxing
no
move.
contest. He should have been more careful. Blah blah
Oh,
blah blah
look,
blah blah.
JJ did the same punch to fucking Joe Fournier.
Oh
It was the
yeah,
same
that was a
thing.
fight.
You
Yeah.
swung the punch, you swing for the hook, and then you catch him with the elbow. I think the only thing that's funny is when JJ did, everyone's like, "That's just not a boxing. There's no way in boxing that you can do that. Like that just doesn't happen." But when Tyson Fury does
And
it,
then
everyone's like,
Tyson Fury, like,
"Incidental."
yeah, yeah. As you can see, he tried to catch him with the
Yeah,
inside hook. And then,
I know
okay,
JJ sat
nah.
there pissed. He's like, "What do you mean? Like you
He's
man
like,
told me the
what the
same
fuck
shit."
do you mean
Like I
accidental, bro?
swung a hook, tried to kill him. That guy ducked into my elbow. I caught him with literally my forearm, and he went down. And you man called me an MMA fighter. Tyson Fury does it, and it's an accidental
Yeah,
thing.
oh, whoopsie.
Also, I will say it's really funny that both Furies won fights against two Africans in like 2 weeks, and both of them are controversial decisions. It's
Yeah,
not like,
and by controversial, it's very, very obvious. But
I mean, like everyone watched the fight and went, "Oh, they've definitely won," and then the scorecards got read out, and everyone went, "Oh, all right
exactly,
then."
bro. Well, if we can move on from the sham, which is boxing, but congrats to Francis on your win, which is not a win, but it's a win in everyone else's eyes.
You know what's mad? A moral victory is
Mm.
probably more impressive than the actual win.
Oh, damn straight, bro. Like,
It's a
and
Nate Diaz win.
bro,
Like,
I haven't seen a single thing. Obviously, like maybe it's because like obviously your For You pages and your timelines or whatever they're adjusted or whatever.
curated to
But
you,
like
yeah.
even like YouTube, I've watched Chael Sonnen,
No,
for example, hates Francis Ngannou, openly admits it. Even he was like, bro, come on.
the only boxing expert really that said that they had to through winning will be Lennox Lewis, who was looking at it more as a world title fight where he said if it's a world title fight it's 50-50, there's always a champion's advantage. And I think there was a couple boxing guys who were like, oh well, Ngannou didn't really like do much. Like looking at punch stats and like the fact that Fury won on like total
There's
punches.
I was gonna say like they say that, and there's like what a discrepancy of
But
like what, like 10.
it's like 10, but then Ngannou
And,
has more power punches.
it's fucking stupid. He landed
And
the
also that
harder
doesn't.
punches. He knocked the man down, and you guys are saying,
You know what?
yeah, but
You know
Fury
what? I
landed
think
10 more punches, so
you
it's
know
a
what I
little
think
bit
boxing should
different.
learn from. I
Mm.
think boxing should learn from MMA because
Mm.
I think punches in the clinch or dirty boxing should count as fight stats.
100%.
Because I think it's a skill and it's something that's promoted with like getting in there, working the body, doing something like that. I think
Because
those
like they
dirty boxing
mention it
stats
all the
need to
time
count.
when Tyson Fury does it
Yeah,
because of
clinch
like
work.
his weight, because he
It's clinch
controls the
work. It's
fight
leaning on him.
because of it.
It's leaning on a guy, putting your pressure on him so he gets more tired. It is.
Exactly.
It's inside boxing. It's getting inside. Getting there, getting grappling. Like it's what people do. Everyone does it. If you're feeling rocked, you cover up, you grab, you hold. When you're doing that, if you're getting inside, and obviously if it's a legal punch before the referee tells you to break, and you're doing inside work, that should count. But it didn't count.
Damn straight.
It's not counting on stats, and that's making. It's clear what the judges are looking at. Meaning that the judges are now only looking when you man are separated like about 5 foot away from each other. But when you guys are close, they're going, "Oh, it doesn't count."
Which is half the fight, by the way.
Which is half the fight, which is probably why some of these fights are getting scored so badly because they're going, "Oh, but like he was, oh, well, we're not counting that bit," which means you're probably discounting most of the, actual fight.
Which is such a shame when you think about it, like in the bigger picture.
Yeah,
But
but
say,
I'd
for
say
example,
90%. I'd say it's 90% and Ngannou, 95 maybe. Like,
well, a question for you. Next for Francis, AJ or Wilder,
um,
or a
the
Fury
smart.
rematch, whichever one.
Okay, no, the rematch isn't worth it. The smartest fight that Ngannou could have would be AJ, but I don't think that fight would be a good one. I think AJ's a different caliber of athlete to like Fury, and I think
Yeah,
all AJ would do is AJ would relish that like stay out of range, try and
Ruiz
catch him.
number 2, AJ Ruiz 2.
Kind
I
of,
think
but
that
not
would
really,
be
because
that.
like Ruiz was a really good boxer in terms of like counter punching like his movements and feints. The thing with
Yeah.
AJ is you can't keep your head on the center line with AJ because he is a
Yeah.
power puncher. And I think Ngannou doesn't have enough natural defense to stop that. Wilder versus Ngannou,
I feel like that would genuinely be
that's like
one
that's
person is getting knocked out, and I don't know
that's.
who.
I think that'd be the interesting part of the fight. The interesting part of the fight would be, okay, you know what I'm coming with. I got my right hand. I know what you're coming
Hmm.
with. You got your right hand. Come, let's fight. Meet in the middle and just
See what
like
happens.
whoever lands it, lands it. That would be a really good fight. That's a great Saudi fight because you just be like, you want to see what it's a car crash. Like you want to see what's going to happen. You
Exactly.
want to see who's going to land it.
To be
That'd be
fair,
way more interesting than AJ.
I was gonna say, I mean, I did see the Eddie Hurt, like he's done multiple now. He's obviously gone back to ask AJ
Mm.
thoughts, because AJ wants to, obviously he's mentioned before he wants to get back to the heavyweight title scene as soon as possible. The quickest
Yep.
route there, that's what he wants. But Eddie Hearn did also say, number one, he wants to fight in December/January, and AJ's like potential like fight with Wilder, which was supposed to be around that time, has been pushed back until like April. So
Yep.
if that was going to happen, and obviously AJ wants to fight December, January, that would fit really well with that kind of
You
narrative.
know what's really funny?
Mm.
That originally it was meant to be Fury Usyk and AJ Wilder on one card,
Hmm.
and that was meant to be the December card, which is why AJ's been prepping for December. Obviously, Usyk, and so that was meant to be that. That's been pushed back, but now Fury is refusing to do his fight in December, even though before the fight he said if Usyk doesn't fight in December, it's going to be like criminal proceedings. I think if you're AJ, the problem you've got is you haven't had a good run, so maybe fighting Ngannou. It's one of them where like you've now got everything to lose
Yeah,
because
100%.
Ngannou's going to go out there and he's not going to care. If you lose to Ngannou, then you're like while you can say well like look Tyson Fury should have lost, it's not going to look good for you because you're trying to get back to world titles. But also if you beat Ngannou, it's gonna be you just beat up a guy that wasn't a boxer and that hasn't put you any closer to where you want to be. And
Mm,
also you can't get away from the fact that Usyk's holding your belts. And
that
you
is
have to find a
true.
way to beat him. So you probably want to fight someone that will put you on the path to Usyk and make you a better fighter against that type of.
Well, I feel like if AJ beats Wilder, he's already there.
Yeah,
If
if AJ
well,
beats Wilder,
depending if
then
Tyson Fury ever fucking fights
if AJ
Usyk.
beats Wilder, then AJ's the next number one contender for Usyk. Then what you've got there
Well,
is you've got to
probably
work out.
rematch clause for fucking Fury
Well,
if he wants to
it
probably
depends.
activate that.
Yeah, but I don't know if
Yeah.
they're ever going to fight. To be honest, the thing with AJ is if you're AJ, you've then got to think about, okay, well, how do I beat a guy who is a tall? He's a heavyweight in name, but really a cruiserweight build, and he's quicker, and so then you've got to like find fights that more match that cruiserweight body,
Yep.
and there aren't many people like him. So then you have to kind of create those fights. I mean, going against Ngannou would be a good spectacle, a good way to make some money, but then it
Well,
depends.
I was gonna say Eddie Hearn said if that was to go through, then they would definitely push for it to be in Africa for like a Rumble in the Jungle part, like
Yeah, people called
second
him
one.
racist for that, by the way. That's funny.
Yeah, I mean I didn't think of it in that way at all, but I guess if you want to
No, the
think
thing
about
is,
it that
it's
way,
because
feel
people,
free.
it's because people who were like 13, 14 on TikTok don't actually know what the Rumble in the Jungle was. So, because of that,
Google,
they heard,
brother. That's
yeah, but
all you fucking kids do
they
anyway.
heard,
Fucking
they
use
heard, they
it.
heard Rumble in the Jungle and assumed it was like jungle racism,
Oh
you
my
know.
fucking god, bro.
Or,
Crazy.
yeah, so because of that, they went like, "Oh my god, he's being racist." And I was like, "You man have no
Yeah, of
sense
course.
of." It made me laugh. I was like, "Really? You've jumped there?" What I jumped to was, I jumped to, damn, where the fuck are they gonna have that in Africa?
Oh my fucking god. Zimbabwe. Well, if we move South Africa, 100% South Africa.
Well, the first one
But
was Zaire, so one of them could work. I mean,
yeah. Well, moving on from the boxing, I don't think there was any UFC. If there was, my bad, I didn't watch it.
there was,
But
not interesting.
yeah. Well, if we move over to the football world, let's quickly recap the Ballon d'Or. Jude
We have to.
Bellingham won the
Drew Bellingham won the
the
young.
Copa
Yeah,
Award. Yeah, Young Player Award,
yeah.
under 21. Crazy, he's only 20. Um, Obviously, Messi won the main Ballon d'Or. Brazy there. Very. I feel like he earned it. Very well deserved. Would you agree? Damien, would you agree?
No. I'm not. I'm not saying he didn't deserve it. I'm just saying that
Mm,
you, the one with justification. The reason why Messi won the Ballon d'Or over Haaland is because he won a league title and the World Cup in the same season.
mm.
And I really did look and think you can do anything with the narrative, because if we're claiming that Messi helped PSG win that Liga, then I don't know.
Listen, it just says what it is. Apparently, League Gun really matters now. All right, League Gun really matters.
But only for
Let's
today.
remember that
Only
when
for
we
this
look
week.
back at Neymar's legacy when he's
Nope.
won all these League Guns.
Only for this week. Okay.
So you mean for all those years when Neymar was winning it for PSG don't mean shit? Cool. Just
No, and if Mbappe won the
keeping that in
if
mind.
Mbappe,
Keeping that
okay,
in
here's
mind.
my question: if Mbappe won League and the World Cup, because literally France were one shot away from
And a
winning the
hat
World Cup,
trick. And
he
a
scored a hat
hat
trick in the
trick.
World Cup final, I
He's not winning
guarantee
it.
Haaland still wins the Ballon d'Or. So
Exactly.
then you're just lying to me about what the rules are.
They're fully lying. They're fully lying.
And this is why I don't like the
bullshit.
It's why I don't like the Ballon d'Or. It's because it's written by journalists, and they were like, we have to give it to the best player. We have to give it to the greatest player to ever play because he's finally won the World Cup. And I'm like, that's not what the award's for. But
That's
okay, like
literally.
it's the best player in the calendar season. But okay, if we're gonna do that, then just do that. Like it's fine. I don't care.
Yeah, I was gonna say, listen,
Also,
man,
what's funny is there are people who were complaining. This guy from, I think it says Master Books, but he blamed Fabrizio Romano for ruining football.
why?
He was like, "Oh, do you remember like when you used to see transfers and they'd be shocking, and like you'd
Yeah.
never know what's happening? They were like, Ozil going to Arsenal," and I was like, "Well, firstly, I think most of those transfers actually weren't that shocking because we knew they were going to happen anyway because like Sky Sports News." And then he was
Yeah.
like, "Also because Fabrizio Romano's leaked that Messi's going to win the Ballon d'Or like the day before," and I was like, "The day."
I was gonna say, brother, he's been saying it. He's
Fam,
been
everyone's
saying it.
Drogba was like, "Yeah, I'm going to give Messi the Ballon d'Or," like 2 weeks ago.
Yep, bro.
Fun
It's
fact:
been a
when
thing.
Owen won the Ballon d'Or in 2001, I think he found out 2 weeks before the ceremony. We've
Well,
known Messi won that. We knew Messi won the Ballon d'Or 11 months ago.
Yeah, bro. The second it happened, like we were already like having those discussions. Well, Messi's gonna win the Ballon d'Or.
Commentaries were like, "And he's won the World Cup and probably an 8th Ballon d'Or," and I was like, "What the fuck?" Like, that one just went.
The whole rest of the year to go, but we're not gonna talk about it. We're not gonna talk about it. It's fucking wild.
I don't know. I don't care about the Ballon d'Or. Like,
no. It's from next year's one. It will actually be interesting to see who's gonna win it. But that's like this was the final one, obviously from the Ronaldo Messi era of like it's done now. Now it's interesting again.
The reason why I don't care is because it's a random narrative. And they don't like. It never seems to be the best player that wins the Ballon d'Or. Like even before Messi, Ronaldo, like it was always like so like. It favors Barcelona.
Some of the years it's sketch. Some of the years
it favors
it's purely
Barcelona.
sketch.
It favors like French players. Like sometimes it does, but like and then sometimes it's just like it's whoever they want to win at that time is going to win. And like we've had a good Ronaldo like Messi run, and that's been nice. But like even in that run, there were times where other people could have won. They're like no, and then now we'll probably just get Haaland. I still buy Lewandowski. Just has to live in that 2020 of not having one.
Oh God, tragic.
Like it's just you know like.
I'll
be interested to see that Haaland and Mbappe would be a good run.
Yeah, I mean
that'd be fun.
Haaland, Mbappe, Vinny, Bellingham. Gavi, Pedri,
like,
that combination alone, Saka, maybe
my problem
check
is,
him in there.
My worry, Saka's not winning the Ballon d'Or.
David, come on now. He'll move to Barcelona and win it. He ain't winning at Arsenal. Come on now. You think Saka winning at Arsenal?
Not vex me. What vexed me? No, but that's why I was like, he ain't winning it. Come on. But then you said Barcelona, and I'm like, God damn it. Because I know them and I'll be like, he scored 6 goals. They'll be like, he scored 6 goals. Ballon d'Or.
Saka ain't winning at Arsenal, bro. You know, that shit ain't fucking happening.
I just assumed you were saying he was winning at Arsenal, you know?
No, bro, no.
Okay, well, I mean.
Oh my god, that's brazy to even think about.
Just mad.
mm.
Virgil van Dijk almost won a Ballon d'Or.
Oh, bro, he was like how many points away? Like 3?
7 or 8. I think.
7 points. That is
Something.
crazy.
You know what's bad
Messi won it
about
that
that?
year, right?
Yeah. You know what's bad
Obviously,
about that? He shouldn't have been anywhere near the fucking Ballon d'Or running. But realistically,
that people were reflecting upon when was that the same year Jorginho was third? Because people were reflecting upon that and saying it's crazy.
Jorginho was third in 2021 because he won it. He was after the Euros 2021.
Oh, so the winning penalty.
Yeah, it was when because I was saying that, man. So you know what I said about Jorginho.
Mm.
My man did a really cool penalty, and he did that the whole way to a Euros win and the third place in Ballon d'Or. You know how mad that is? He still stepped his way to a third place in Ballon d'Or. That is a sick penalty run-up.
Hey, listen, man. Penalties key to a Ballon d'Or. That's what I'm saying.
Oh no! Oh, for real they are.
If you're very good at taking penalties, I promise you're gonna win a Ballon d'Or. Trust me.
If you can take penalties well, you get 400 plus points on your Ballon d'Or score.
Oh, easy. Light work.
You know what pissed me off the most, by the way?
Mm.
This is the first Ballon d'Or for the MLS.
I'm not surprised. But listen, man.
It's officially like it doesn't matter. Like, it's officially the Ballon d'Or is MLS. Like that's it. Like,
bro, I saw the ESPN graphic. They're like, "Who's gonna win the Ballon d'Or next year?" And Messi was still in the graphic. I was like, "You, David, you made that joke a couple days ago."
I wasn't joking.
I was like, "There's no way."
No,
I was like, if this man plays in the MLS, wins the fucking Inter Miami Cup, and they're like, well, listen, man, he scored 30 goals in the season and he won MLS a cup.
What's cute?
Inter Miami a cup, bro. I'm gonna
what's
be
cute
fucking
is you thought I was joking. Not
why
one part of me was joking. Because he's going to win it. Because here's what's gonna happen. And Holland's not gonna have the same season he had last season because it's statistically impossible. Mbappe is in the PSG holding year. Bellingham's having a hot season, but they're not going to give him a Ballon d'Or for just. And then what they're going to do is they're going to
probably get the Copa again.
But they'll be like, look at impact on the team, and look at where they were before compared to where they are now. And can you argue that Messi's made the biggest impact? And then he might win something with Argentina again.
At that time, if we're talking about impact. Did he die? I'm just asking.
Big man. Saudi got the World Cup. We don't need more. They're fine. they signed Ronaldo to get that damn World Cup. They got the World Cup. That's it. He should have.
Oh, fucking tragic, man. Crazy. It's what it is. But if we move over to some Prem talk for you, obviously United play. We'll do a quick little roundup of the big games over the upcoming weekend. You just tell me who do you think is going to win and what scores you expect. You can go into a little bit more detail with the United one, of course, because I know you love United. Why did your whole expression change when I mentioned?
I said I wouldn't get a fade to United one, fam. Look, I can't get a fade. I got nothing, fam. I got no
bro, I mentioned United and you genuinely got more visibly upset, bro.
I told you I can't get trim. I couldn't get trim to United one. Now I got no trim.
Oh
no
my
fade,
god.
No nothing, fam. No blend. No nothing. It's just hair. I'm just a mop.
Right,
okay, well, I'm ready.
All right, so fixture number 1, United Fulham, 12 p.m. on Saturday. Well, 12:30, potato. Who's going to win? Who's going to lose? And what's your score prediction?
No.
I presume 2-1 Fulham. That's going to be my score prediction there.
2-1 Fulham. That one's right.
It's never gonna be like, come on, T, that's unrealistic. It's realistic.
I thought he was being optimistic, and then he said 2-1 Fulham.
Yeah, 2-1 Fulham, bro. No, fuck that shit. Man City, Bournemouth. 3-0 City.
2-0 City.
Everton, Brighton.
I
think that's Brighton. Everton win.
Yeah, Everton played sick.
I'll
tell you right now, Everton's form is going under the radar because they can't score.
Oh,
Everton are playing sick football. They are creating sick chances. They just cannot score. Like it is.
well,
Like,
surely that's going to bite them in the ass eventually.
nah, they'll 1-0. Look, man, I put Jordan Pickford in my team last week for FPL because I just knew them and won 1-0. I was like, perfect, thank you.
Okay, so to be fair, they won. They've won, lost one, lost one.
And
So
the only game
their
they
form
lost,
is-
the game they lost last was the Liverpool one, which I think was bullshit. So yeah, no, Everton win.
Sure,
Maybe a
Brighton's
draw.
form isn't looking too great. They've drew, lost, and then won. So, yeah,
Did I check?
mm.
I can't talk to them. They're above us.
Oh yeah, no. I'm saying it ain't looking great, but they're better than us.
No, I can't
So
chat to them.
I'm still
They drew-
backing
you know,
Brighton to win that game. Though.
Brighton drew to Fulham. I can't chat to either of these teams.
We're gonna lose. I think
No, I
Brighton's
checked my
gonna win
prediction.
probably
1-0.
1-0.
1-0 United.
All right, next game, big game. Arsenal, thinking Newcastle, Saturday at 5:30 p.m. Who you got?
I lose.
That's not an answer, bro.
I've got to watch two teams that bet. I've got to watch two teams that better my team play better football. I think Newcastle win. No, Arsenal. Wait, is it Arsenal or Newcastle?
It's a Newcastle home.
Newcastle win.
I think a draw 2-2. Another big game. Oh, sorry. Well, the big game is on Monday. It's Tottenham Chelsea. I think Tottenham take that fucking 3-0.
Big
Tottenham
game.
Chelsea. It's a big game. Just because Chelsea are dog shit does not devalue the fact it's a big game, Davian.
No, it does. First versus 11th. First versus 11th.
Davian, if I said the Manchester Derby, is that not a big game? We
That's
were going to lose.
That's
You
third
know we
versus
go
eighth.
in there losing.
No.
but
Third
you call
versus
it a
eighth.
big game.
Third versus 8th is fine. First versus 11th is league leaders versus mid-table blood. No. And they finished 12th last season.
Table.
No, we're just above. Well, no, we're like just above mid-table.
We're not even in European spots.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But we're in the race for Europe, so that just keeps us in the. That just keeps us in mid. Like it's 10th to 15th, so it's mid-table. You're not fighting for none. If we long we don't drop to, are we 9th or 8th?
David, there's 3 points difference between Chelsea and us, bro.
I don't care. It'll be 6 after May. I don't know because I don't think also Chelsea win another game between now and like January. So
David, Chelsea have a better goal difference than us by 7.
everyone has a better goal difference than us. We can't
By
score.
7. You can't insult Chelsea when we're.
Yes, I can. We've won more.
If they win their game against Tottenham by white fucking miracle,
We're 2 points behind
they threw
Newcastle.
against Arsenal. If they
We're 2
win
points
for whatever
behind-
reason,
they're
then they
two-
go above us
look.
because we're going to lose against Fulham.
Okay, look, if they win, they'll go above us, yes. But also, they're not winning because they're shit.
Oh my god!
Secondly, look, you cannot give Chelsea allowances that you are not giving us because they are worse than us.
Davian, I don't support Chelsea, so I
No,
can't.
but what I'm saying is, but you cannot give them allowances because these niggas are with us. They're the only rivalry left to Nashe. It's us, Brentford, and Chelsea. That's it. We're stickers thieves. It's us. It's we used to be good and now we're shit. Let's
Oh
fight
my
together.
God.
They're my only rivals this season. It's me and Chelsea. That's it. I blocked every Chelsea on my phone, blood. I don't know it's me versus Chelsea FC, blood. That's it. Red versus blue. Everything else above or below.
Okay.
If they win,
Final
we have
game.
to win.
Final game, biggest one. Luton versus Liverpool on Sunday at 4:30. Who you got?
Luton win.
I say Liverpool 2-0. All right. Well,
I'm also not joking, by the way.
yeah,
I think Luton might win. It's one of those stupid games that they might just win 1-0. And then everyone will laugh about it and forget about it when United come in with a 7-0 loss to Luton or something.
sounds about right. Well, I feel like that's a nice little football roundup.
Wait, no, one more thing. Fuck Ten Hag. If you play Evans over Varane, you want to kill me.
Actually, David, very good point there before we actually leave. Please, can you explain your thoughts behind Ten Hag's two press conferences over the past 2 days here, where he's explained himself and his elite tactics and strategy against Manchester City, where we ended up losing 3-0.
Do I have to? Do I have to?
I feel like, are you not a United fan?
No.
Are you not an avid United fan?
No.
You loved David Beckham. You know what I'm saying?
No, I didn't.
You remember the fucking Rooney, Ronaldo. You remember Tevez, bro, Paul Scholes, Giggs.
No.
Those are your boys, Davian. Come on now. Explain why Ten Hag's elite strategy may have failed and like what his thinking was behind it.
I don't want to.
Davian, come on, man. The people want to know.
You can't make me.
The people want to know, Davian. Come on.
not here right now.
We can see you in 4K. We can see
you can't see me.
Actually, well, in 1080p. But yes, there you go. Davian, come on. Tell us.
No.
Also, your exposure on your camera is kind of crazy because now it looks really crispy. I don't know. When you
no,
what happens?
He hates me.
Yeah, yeah, because your exposure goes crazy, and I don't know why. It's like you've gone to heaven when you remove that. I think you need to adjust that because like now you're in heaven.
Look, it's white balance, and this thing is so white. It's then giving me life back to my skin. Okay, I don't want you to explain. The point here is also I changed my lighting. The point here, oh, Jesus Lord. The point here is no.
The point is, go on.
Ten Hag thought it'd be better to play Evans over Varane because Maguire's a better right centre back against high pressure than. And if
this might be a clip.
If we played Maguire and Varane,
the very first clip I ever do.
If we played Maguire and Varane, then we'd only resort to long balls. So we played Johnny Evans left centre back, and then we were only resorted to long balls, but with a shifted defender. But like the tactics made sense in his head, and then he played Lindelof at right left back because why not play someone who's slow and weak against Man City's like overlap, you know? And then obviously Dalot played who can't defend that well and got caught on overlaps, but you know it's fine. And then he played Bruno on the right wing because Bruno plays badly on the right wing, so why would you want to have a player where he's good at? And then he played a midfielder with McTominay's a centre attacking mid who can't make a good pass, so when he ran through on goal and had two men either side of him, he shot it into the ground and then missed another chance. Can I stop now?
Okay, you can. It's enough. It's enough, David. It's enough. Well, in the Saudi League, Al Hilal are leading the league with 29 points. Al Nasser in second with 25 points. Can't lie, Steven Gerrard, I don't know what's going on there, pal. You're down in seventh with 20 points. You need to work on your shit, brother. But yeah, Al Ittihad aren't doing that much better either. They're in fucking sixth with 21 points. But let's go. Al Nassr. CR7 United. Okay, let's move on. Social media news. XQC called out Mr. Beast in regards to his fucking videos. Well, he says if you're invited to do a Mr. Beast video, if you can get what you can get before like the final segments of the show, do it and then leave because the endings are so scripted. And I think he said that like in the most recent stream that he did. And he said that he said it before like multiple times. So it's just a thing that obviously he's just mentioning now. Do you agree with, I mean, I obviously think that obviously it's scripted, but like.
I don't watch them, so I wouldn't know. I know that it came out that obviously he re-recorded some shit and it upset some girl who lost some hide and seek shit, but because I haven't been watching it, I've just been like, I don't know. Do you take it?
I don't watch Mr. Beast content. Obviously, she ended up, I think, because of like the internet pressure and bullying and all that, she ended up apologizing, saying, "Oh, it's my bad. I shouldn't have said what I said, etc." Which I found super fucking sketch. Yo, you in Africa, bro? What's going on, you cat? I fully comment. Your saturation went up, bro. What's going on?
I found
So you're
filters
trying
to
to
click.
adjust your settings.
No, I found filters to click with and got bored because I was just sitting there.
Ah,
But
okay.
it said sickness. I was like, "What sickness is?" And then I look like that. From like that is.
Oh my god. Well, other fucking influencer news. I'm not too sure. That was the main fucking thing. Obviously, it was Halloween. Literally yesterday. Um, over the weekend, I
Okay,
was
that was good.
dressed as a Roman gladiator. That's actually not too awful. Um, that was a very big vibe. Hope everyone had a great Halloween. Hope you guys
I had a
dressed up.
migraine. That
Davian
was
had a
great.
migraine. He did not. He survived, as you can see. Um,
Fun fact: if you put your feet in hot water, it
did you
kills your
actually try
migraine.
it?
No,
What? What?
I found the video after the migraine.
Oh, I saw that
TikTok,
everywhere, like for like ages ago. So I thought you would have done it as a little
TikTok was
hack.
like, I know you had a migraine, but ah, my
How about I
bad.
tell you about it after?
Yeah,
All right. Well, a question for you. Actually, not even a question. A little bit circling back to football for a sec. You know, like the Jesse Lingard stuff about Saudi.
kinda.
How much money do you think he was requesting per week for them to be like, no?
250.
250.
200. 250. Yeah, it's like. Oh, you cut it off.
Yeah, I cut it off. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome.
Damn it!
You
I did a
guys have a
25-minute
Mr.
monologue for
Beat.
nothing.
You guys have a Mr. Beat. Da 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 da, man. Well, is there anything else you wanted to mention, influencer, sports wise, or are you good from there? Move on. All right. Well, we're gonna delve straight into our Quora questions for this week. The very first Quora question that I have for you, Davian, what do you think about dating people who aren't your age, or specifically even in your generation? And if you've had any experiences? So there's context added. So
Don't need to
there's
add some
like
context to get down.
so this is like a 34-year-old woman talking about how she's dating like someone who's 22.
Say that again.
Like a 34-year-old woman who's dating someone who's 22. So what do you think of like people who date like even outside of their generation?
I don't care.
I don't think it's a big deal. I mean, listen, man, as long as you're not being a nonce, then yeah, do you, bro? Like, it doesn't really fucking matter, bro.
I mean,
Like,
it just
is what it is.
depends. I mean, obviously, you have to be. There's barriers that come with it because obviously maturity levels and different things you want in different parts of life, But who gives a fuck, really? I mean, if you're not hurting anyone, then
Then do
if
you
it's
then, bro?
legal and you're not hurting anyone, then
Hmm.
it's just a matter of personal preference, I guess.
That's very true. I think at that point it
Be
doesn't
above
really particularly
21, I
matter.
guess. Be above 21, and then I don't know. Like, look, if it don't work out, that little 22-year-old gonna have some stories and experience.
Oh, damn straight. It's going to be an interesting time, to say the least. Okay, the next question up for you here, pal, is can you guys suggest any ways
No.
to make to make first dates less awkward?
Okay, look.
How would you? What advice? Say for example, I'm like, David, I got a first date coming up, bro. I'm feeling super awkward. Give me some advice. I'm a taken man. But in the event I was single and I was feeling awkward before a
coming to
first
me and
date,
saying
what
I'm
would you
feeling
suggest?
nervous. Jesus Lord.
I mean, first of all, I would never.
Mr.
But like,
Data.
I would never. But for the sake of this example,
I would say, hi, bring why are you on my phone? Why are you talking about me about nerves? No, I would suggest doing something that's just less. Most of the time for nerves is because you're worried about filling the gaps in conversation or trying to come across something. So just do something that's interesting that interests you anyway. So then you've got something to talk about and it's a shared experience. Find
okay.
something you both like. probably make it a little bit competitive or something where it's easier to kind of just banter about.
Mm.
Keep it simple. Don't try to do too much. This isn't How I Met Your Mother. Um, do something competitive. Get a couple of drinks. Crack some jokes and see if the vibe's there. And if the vibe's not there, then
Essentially,
it's not
just
there.
try
Like
your
what?
best to have a good time.
Realistically, in theory, what's it to actually be nervous about? You're going outside with another human being to see if there's any form of connection there. If there's no connection there, then
Keep it moving.
If there is a connection there, then do you think like it's not that deep?
There you go. Very
Just
good
have fun.
advice from Davey in there, guys. You guys should be grateful. Look at him shining. Look at him
Nice.
smiling. My guy, bro. This is my bestie. I'm telling y'all, man. I'm telling y'all for real, for real. Alrighty. Jesus. Look at this guy. Look at this dude. He's fucking awesome. We love him. We love him. All right. Next question. Should I text a girl after a date and ask her if she got home safe? Or is that, or is that some needy behavior? This question is beyond fucking stupid. I just wanted to read it to you.
Okay, so I'll break the question down into two parts.
Mm.
Question part A: yes, you should
Mm.
always text anyone you're with
Yes.
to make sure they got home okay. Guy,
Exactly.
girl, dog. Like, if they're textable to make sure they got home okay, you make sure that person got home okay because that is part of your duty of care as a human being who last saw them. Like, you make sure that they got home okay, and that's checking. That's with your friends and with your dating. Also, secondly, yes, you definitely should. And secondly, you're 100% you should text someone after you've gone on a date with them. Fam, you man play too much games about wait 2 days. No, you text. Oh, I had a great time. Great, and then
Honestly, like you're not asking for the world here or demanding anything. You're just being a good fucking human
you just
being.
carry.
Plain and
Make sure they
simple.
got home okay because that's what you should do, and then you carry on the conversation. Even if you don't want to date them anymore, you still make sure they got home okay. So
Exactly.
you
Like
niggas end up on Crime Watch talking about I don't know where she was. Dumbass.
it's just a little bit. I don't even know why that's a question, but
It's
is what
probably
it is.
because people know about there are some people who are like, oh, don't text me after 3 days, or like, don't do this, or don't come across as like, you know, don't come across as like, too much. So they're probably just scared about where the line is. But the reality is, if to be honest, if she likes you, there is no like, she won't care. And secondly, you should just be a good human and make sure people are safe. It's kind of. Plus, if she likes you, you text her straight away, fam. She's not gonna be like, he texted me after 23 seconds. What's wrong with him?
Yeah. Have you ever, okay, genuine question. Have you ever been like on a first date, been like, this was a good date? Like, obviously, like, it didn't end like, obviously, with sleeping with someone, whatever. Yeah, like, you had like a little kisses here and there during the date. And then the date ends, you go home, she goes home. In your head, you're thinking, this was a banging first date. And then you just never, the next day, you just don't message her. And then obviously she doesn't message you either. So it just like you both had this really fucking sick fun date, and then you just never been in contact ever again.
I think so. Probably would have been uni-ish though.
Mm.
Like where but I think that's just a case of being young and kind of dumb. Like you
See,
enjoy it, but then you leave it
I
for
feel
too long, and
offended.
then
I feel
you
attacked.
still don't.
I feel attacked.
Yeah, but
I,
like obviously, when I say that, obviously I was in a long-term relationship, and then I wasn't really dating in COVID, so like there's not that much opportunity for that to have
yeah.
happened. Whereas obviously for me, it's like if I went on a date, for me, especially after COVID, for me to actually have gone out and met someone, then I would have had to been interested in them, and then and then if I'm interested in you, and then we're gonna date, and then like that whole time, like I'm an introvert, fam. Like it's if I'm choosing to leave my yard, we've already like got some form of groundwork established. So I can't really just date you and then like be like, that was fun, and then not talk to you again because probably just gonna message me like, what's wrong with you? And I'm like, I'm stupid.
That's fair. Because like in my head, I was like, because I did that like last year at some point. And bro, I thought about it like a couple months after. I was like, why the fuck didn't I just like message that person, bro? Like in my head, I don't know what I thought, but
You're not
yeah,
stressed
it
about
just
that though.
never happened again. Yeah.
Here's not stressed about that. So let's say that person was, that was obviously it was a good day.
Mm.
And then that person probably sat there like, well, I ain't gonna message them because like I'm not messaging him because You know,
If he had a good time, he would message me.
I had a good time, but I don't know if he did because he hasn't messaged. And then you're sat there like, I don't know why I didn't message. So then they're just sat there like, well, it must have been a bad day. And you're sat there like,
Legit.
I don't know why I didn't message. Wait.
Legit.
And now you both sat there and like, had she messaged you maybe, then you might have done something, but you were like, I had the message.
Exactly.
She's like, I ain't making that jump because if you must have had a bad time, maybe something's wrong with me. And now you both sat there like, wait, what?
Yeah, exactly. And then you're
there's
both
no reason
just,
for it.
it's stupid limbo.
There's no reason for it at all. It's just a thing that happened, and you're like, damn. Yeah. You gotta chalk it up to the game.
Listen, man, you live and you learn. You live and you learn.
Or you just live.
Or you just live. I like that saying a little bit better. If we can move on to our final section.
Wait, I'm still trying to get over. Should I text her to make sure she got home okay?
Bro, yes, you just should.
That man was sat there like, I can't. Do I text her? Did she get home okay? Let me go to Quora real quick.
Okay, let me enter that in. Now let me just wait and see if anyone responds to me.
He was sat there waiting for 6 hours for a response.
5 days later.
By the time he texted, she's like, brother, that was like 3 days ago.
She's like, listen, I've moved on. Hey, just making sure you got home okay. Anyways, I know it's been like a week. What you doing? Like, nah, bro. We ain't playing these games.
Look, man, it's 2023, blood. At this point, if you like someone, just do your thing in it.
Exactly.
Anyway,
well,
confessions.
Adult confessions. Davian's favorite segment. I got 3 categories for you as per usual. Would you like anything goes, true sex confessions, or fetishes and kinky sex?
Okay, let's start with true sex confessions. These things.
True sex. Why? This was written by a straight male who is 21 years of age.
Ooh. Okay.
The title is called My Cousin. I found a porn video with my cousin in it. Given how old she looks, it may have been from around 20. Wait, what? It must have been around 20 years. She's now in her 40s. Okay, cool. And so when the video was done, she was like in her early 20s. Okay, cool. It's pretty vanilla stuff, though she does take it up to us, a British guy. She's married to a fairly rich guy now, is a bit prim and proper, and does look down her nose at people from time to time.
Oh, so she's your gosh is getting on, man.
So the fact that she did something like this in her past is genuinely mind-blowing. I never thought of her as hot, but I'll admit, oh, brother. But I'll admit to wanking over her video a few times.
Obviously.
I wonder what she would do if I told her.
You kind of awkward and kind of creeped out about the fact that something she did 20 years ago.
You're on some incest shit, bro. Like, that is creepy, bro. David, how many cousins apart does it become less in? Like, at what point are you like 10 cousins apart? You're like, oh, that's fine then. Are you like 5 cousins apart and that's fine? 3? Like, what's your division here, Davian?
I've never made that. I've never.
Imagine we're in Alabama. Come on now, buddy. Tell me.
Okay. It's anything that will keep you in the same 5, 6.
So like
4, 5.
So like at your 7th cousin, you'd be like, oh, anything goes from that point.
I'm trying to hard to work out 7th cousin in my head.
I don't even know what that means. I'm trying to think about it. I don't even know what that means.
Look, if I could see you at Christmas, then no. If we share the same no. If it's distant and like 6 generations ago, we shared certain, and the only way we'd know is by going on like
Ancestry.com. Like you send off your shit, yeah.
Like, that's just the madness.
That's a yikes. Would you tell anyone? Would you tell anyone though, or would you keep it under wraps?
Tell who? What?
Say for example, you did the
Tell
ancestry
why?
thing. Yeah, you did the ancestry thing. You find out that, oh shit, we're related by like 6 generations ago. Are you telling anyone? Are you okay? First one, are you staying with them? And are you telling anyone?
Okay, here's the thing. I'm not even
Mm.
telling them. I'm just leaving. I'm gone.
You know, but you open them together. You did it as like a cute little couples thing, and then you open your results together.
I'm lying
So,
and then
so,
leaving.
so, if, say for, okay, same exam thing, right? You don't say anything, and then you know that she knows, but she doesn't say anything. Is that not? Is
I'm,
that not? Is that
I'm
not brazy? Is that not?
look, look. I'm fam. I don't want to have the look, man. Well, technically, we're all related if you look at the genealogy of the world. No, I'm gone.
If
I'm
you look at
leaving.
the Matrix, yeah.
Yeah, like technically, aren't we all just cousins? Because we all came from Adam and Eve. Like,
Oh shit.
Google. I didn't say you. Go away. Please don't listen to me now. This is not time to listen to me. Stop. Um, I think it would depend.
Mm,
I mean, I'm sure there are people who are like distantly related with together, and I'm sure that's fine. Just
yeah.
feel a little awkward about it.
Just don't talk
Generally,
about it.
would
Just don't.
depend. It would depend on where the family tree is. I can't lie.
Okay.
Sharing one distant relative between the two of us, I'm
Yeah.
completely fine with. Being on the same family tree, I'd have to be like, let me. It, if it's distant, then I'm calm with it. It's just odd, isn't it? Like it's just because at that point,
Okay.
I'm doing like, well, maybe it's through marriage, like maybe it ain't blood, but like,
Mm.
maybe your family married into my family, and then this is just kind of like,
And then it's not. It's like an association thing.
yeah,
Like it's no one's
it's
fault.
very,
It's no one's fault.
yeah, the family are just linked like that, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just soul mate, and that.
You about to say soul linked?
I really was.
All right. Next one up here for you. We'll go with
Remember, beat
fetishes
us to his
and
cousin.
kinky
That we
sex.
just let that slip. We just let that
Bro,
slip.
David, we don't want to focus too much on
He
it.
watched
That's why
his
we
cousin
let it
getting
slip.
anal. He watched his cousin getting anal and went, oh, this is the bitch who's always been so prim and proper, and then snuck
Oh,
off to his room
bro. And then did the fucking deed.
and he was definitely thinking about her at 40. He was not.
Oh, bro, there was no fucking way. He's like, oh yeah, let me just picture her at
You
20.
can't
No, no, no.
dissociate the two.
He
He was looking
closed
at her at
his
20.
eyes and
He
then
was
just
looking at
pictured
her
her
at
at 40.
20 and thinking about the person at 40. Like,
Damn
oh, this is
straight,
what he used to be like. Damn. And then he was just hard knock life. Mad, mad, mad,
bro.
mad. Anyway,
Well, the next
next one.
one was written by a 25-year-old straight female. It's
Okay.
called Cream Before the Coffee. My husband is a rather heavy sleeper, and I'm the opposite, so I normally wake first most mornings. I lay in bed next to him, listening to his heavy breathing, and get very horny as I think of what I'm about to do. Quietly, I pull the covers down so that his bottom half is exposed. Then I slide down, resting my head on his belly and my mouth close to his flaccid penis so I can feel the heat of it. Okay. It's so fucking sexy. Opening my mouth, I put it in, and then I give him head until he eventually wakes up, and then I usually make him come. This is what I really enjoy, and it makes our marriage very happy knowing that we love to still please each other in these very intimate ways. You're only 25, bro, but okay. Try that at 40. We'll see. Anyway, sorry. You guys are very much in love and you're doing your kinky thing. When he spurts, I swallow. What a load. Sweetness. Fantastic. This has 48 upvotes and 1 downvote. Basically, you wake up in the morning and you give your husband head. Why are we
Yep.
overcomplicating it? Like,
But like, obviously, I guess for her, it's a turn on, and this man gets to wake up and he's already just like.
listen, if you're
That
if
must
you're
be the
lucky,
nicest feeling in the world.
bro, if you're lucky enough to have that happen to you, kudos,
Because the
bro.
thing is, imagine though, because you're just like you wake up and you're like that sense of awareness you get when you've just woken up, like you've just come to, and then you kind of, ah, oh,
Bro, I genuinely
okay,
feel like like when you wake up a little bit groggy. If I had
yeah,
that
yeah,
in the morning, I would never. Every time I had that, I would never wake up groggy. I would wake up feeling
I feel
fantastic.
like I'd be like, oh, today's going. Alright, cool. So
Cool. Cool. Today's a beautiful day.
and this is what we're doing. Alright, cool. Because I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna run back to sleep. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
It's
what
an
you've done
office
is
day. You're like, oh, I ain't going to
you've
office in a minute.
charged my nap back up. Then now let's go. I'll be up when I'm up, fam. I mean, look, it's clearly a thing he enjoys. She enjoys it too.
Mm,
Win-win. I mean,
bro.
even the title of the thing was just do you think of it like cream before the coffee, eat it.
It's
I respect
okay.
it.
I just want to let you know the next
Oh
title
God.
of the thingy is from Anything Goes. This was written by a bisexual male who's age 23. It's called
Younger people.
my mom wear my mom wears thongs and it gives me wood.
Okay.
I'm gonna attempt to read it.
Oh, you
This
better
guy
fucking
gave
read
his
it.
fucking government name. My guy said my name is Ethan.
That's not his real name. He's lying.
Yeah, I can't be. His name's probably James. Anyway, my name is Ethan. I was born in the year 2000. My mom, Tara. Okay. You're just okay. I don't know what you could just put my mom, whatever. But okay, my mom Tara has a hot ass that I've always loved. She loves showing it off,
Does he mean
whether we're at the
stepmom?
beach.
Or, okay,
Listen, brother,
cool.
I don't know. We're gonna find out together. She loves showing it off when we go to the beach or sometimes at home while just lounging around in shorts or joggers. Her outfit of
Does
choice,
your mama?
whatever her outfit of choice is, I usually love seeing her in a black thong. Oh, Lord. Okay. She sometimes also doesn't wear a bra with her shirt. I think she likes giving me broners in front of her. I really don't think so, pal. She's always touching her ass or grabbing it, or maybe I'm just imagining that she is all the time. Combined with seeing her hard nipples, as I said, she doesn't. As he said, he doesn't wear. She doesn't wear a bra majority of the time. Um, he gets to see our hard nipples all the time. She's giving me erections all the time. I should note my mom is very natural and allows.
What do you mean by that?
Oh, Lord.
What do you mean by that?
I should note my mom is very natural and is a very free spirited person. And for a lot of the time growing up, would
She's a freaky gal.
embrace it would embrace the fact of like not being ashamed of being who you are and being nude even while around the house. From time to time, I definitely think about masturbating over her, but I haven't done it yet. I am a horny prick. This has 66 upvotes and 6 downvotes. This is 6. This is the devil. This is quite literally the devil. Well, David, any thoughts on this guy who thinks about beating his dick to his mom as he drinks some white juice? It looks white in this camera, though.
I am.
That,
I.
mm-hmm.
I.
Nothing.
I just.
Yeah.
Nothing. 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 I said the whole word
Nothing.
now, but I can't say nothing around this nigga.
Nothing.
No. I
Oh.
just imagine that he has an attractive mom,
Mm.
and it's probably quite, uncomfortable for his brain. But also, that's your mom, fam. Like, just
get your shit together.
please, like, she's raising one of them horny little insults, fam. I'm telling you now.
Bro,
He's about to make money so he can drop on. He's about to make money so he can drop on OnlyFans.
Think about it, bro. Like that parenting style
she's
genuinely does scare me. Though,
man said she's always grabbing the ass. I think she's doing it for me,
bro. Like, but that parenting style genuinely scares me to a degree because like the whole like free spirited. Be you, don't be afraid to be naked, whatever. I'm like, at what age though do you like?
So the thing
do
is,
you like
There's like free spirit and like self confidence in your own the natural, your own natural self. That in itself is fine to a certain. Obviously, it's weird once you get to a certain age, and that's
Yeah.
But also like
You got to think about it though. Like there's a cutoff period. There's a cutoff where you're like, yes, still feel comfortable. Still, obviously, do you be you, but leave your boxers on or like put shorts on. Like you can't just be walking around with a titty out when your mom is like 35 and you're like 18. I think that's weird. Like in my opinion, it's a bit brazy. But some families are like that and they're comfortable like that, and you scare me. So, well, Davian,
yeah. I mean, look,
Mm.
the way I see it is there's a balance. There's a balance between the repressed ethnic, don't talk about anything, just go school and read book and don't even think about it. And, no, shut up. And the free spirit, like this middle ground, let's find a gap where it's not titties out, but it's also not like can't have a talk conversation, and then let's just keep it to closed parents and it's barely conversation, but like not too much, but like a little bit, and then let's just
That's where the sweet spot lies. That's where the sweet spot
right there, just that little gap,
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have come about to the end of the podcast. I think this is probably just over an hour, maybe.
Your
I hope.
fucking gap.
I was gonna say, bro, because I know like the first recording went like 40 minutes, and obviously the second one here is like 25. So you guys have definitely got an hour. You're welcome. David and I are gonna fuck off and have ourselves a beautiful week. We hope that you guys have a great week too. Don't forget, guys, for all the United fans out there, pray for us because we need it. Okay, for the delusional ones especially. All right, pray for those guys. And yeah, we shall see you guys next week.
After we beat Fulham.
Not happening. United.